that conehead shirt. Well, I'm sitting here at my tiki bar, but I ain't seen the sun all day. There's a storm out there, but I don't care. Yeah, I've got Mike's weather page. Never go down. Okay. Mike's weather page. You know you were tracking every move it makes. You know it's Mike's weather page. You know he won't let us all get blown away. Is it just me or is there spinach over here? There's spaghetti models and empty rum bottles, and sometimes Louis says hi. Hey, Louis. But you don't get no hurries and don't have no worries, cause we're drunk donkey nationwide. Everybody now. Mike's weather page. You know he'll be tracking every move that makes. You know it's Mike's weather page. You know he won't let us all get blown away. Did I ever tell you the story of the drunk donkey? Once upon a time, there was this weather woman. You can come as a pilot, you stay kind of quiet, but you know you love watching Mike's page. So put your conehead shirt on, watch it live on your phone, and drink drunk donkey beer all day. You go down Mike's weather page. You know you'll be tracking every move that makes. You know it's Mike's weather page. You know you won't let us all get blown away. Is that Blobby Bobby? I think that's Juicy Jerry. Yeah, Mike, throw a party, man.
All right, look at that. Faded in. We're good to go. What is going on, world? Welcome to the Daily Brew. We're going to talk tropics here in a second. Maybe, probably not. Not yet. But man, what about Houston last night? Oh man, am I boring you? Unbelievable wind event last night. No confirmation on tornadoes yet or not, but the damage is the same. Unbelievable damage there. And I guess there was a reported tornado possibly, am I boring you? In New Orleans last night too. So that same line right now currently is heading towards the Big Bend area. And really close to me. It's real dark here. Very dark here in Oldsmar. Very dark. But I think the storm line's just north of me. So we'll get into all that. Louie. What's up, Kitron? There's the one and only Kitron. Kitron got to meet. And I also got to meet my buddy Chad, Coffee Dude. Just got back from the Governor's Hurricane Conference. And it was incredible, as always. It was an amazing turnout of storm industry, vendors, governments, cities, EOCs, state, federal, local. Had an amazing time with my crew from Furman. Got to talk to a bazillion people, literally a bazillion people. It was nonstop. A lot of stories were shared. A lot of past hurricanes. A lot of discussions about this season. Got to meet two gentlemen from the National Weather Service of Ruskin. I was a little starstruck, but they were really cool, and they followed the page, and they were very, very respectful, and it was really cool to to meet them. I don't know what Louis is looking at. We got noises in the house. We got ghosts. So if I got to see you there, I had a great time. And it was kick-starting our hurricane season for sure. Let's open this up here to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. We love them to death. Big thanks to them for sponsoring Mike's Store page now for the 5th year in a row. We got some commercials coming out soon. Just did a collab with OMG. It's Wix. So big thanks to them. It's Friday. So if you're in Florida, there's only one place to go. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Look at the radar. Let's check this out. First and foremost, we'll start every day out with this graphic. Since we are going to start talking tropics more and more and more and more. Season is inching in close. Now we get these daily outlooks every day at 2 a.m., 8 a.m., 2 p.m., and 8 p.m. And there you go. Nothing's expected in the next 7 days. If you're wondering 7 days, well, last year they started going to 7 days. So it used to be 5-day cones. Now it's 7-day cones. But right now, nothing's cooking as expected. So, oh, the wind's picking up here. Holy cow. We just got a huge burst of wind. Let's look at the radar right now. This is interesting. This is happening right now. Here's the lightning. This is that storm system. So the storm, if you're living in West Central Florida right now, north, this is the same exact storm system that Houston got last night. We just got a huge burst of winds here where I'm at. And here it is currently. Let's stop the image. There you go, right there. Strong thunderstorms. We have a severe thunderstorm warning just north of me up through Pasco, northward. That's going to happening right now. Just missing us. A lot of marine warnings. But again, that was the same line of storms that went through the Panhandle overnight. Possible tornado in New Orleans. Brought those 100-mile-an-hour plus winds to Houston. Now is reaching Florida now. So, yeah, we just got a big gust. It is dark out there. Why is it so dark? Does anybody live in Oldsmar, Clearwater? It is very dark. Did you see the video of Houston with the TV cameras? It went pitch black from that storm last night. And what was crazy about that video is all the automatic lights started popping on. Street lights, because it thought it was dark. It was just a storm cloud. It was massive storm derecho, more than likely. For sure. Super windy, John B. Yep. It's crazy, I know. Which I should be out there taking pictures, but there is nowhere else I'd like to be. Let me turn my sound off here. All right, well, say goodbye, Louis. I know you're very curious where your brother's at. Go check up on Hunter, okay? So everybody have a good weekend. Hunter's looking for you, buddy. All right. All right, so here's what we got coming up. Let's talk about the nasty weather. It is definitely going to be a couple more days of this, unfortunately. We got more SPC outlooks to talk about. Not just now, but another batch brewing for today, tonight, and tomorrow. BOGO rounds. And it's humid out, Susan. Extremely humid. Key West apparently had a 115-degree heat index the other day. Not sure how they all figured that out. Has a lot to do with humidity, temperature, formula. But I did post a graphic. It was 106-degree humidity at 1 a.m. that same day that hit 115 a couple days ago. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Let's talk about the upcoming... boy, it's windy out there. All right, so again, nothing tropical. Again, these things get updated right here. You can always see the latest time right there. This one was updated May 17th at 7:36 a.m. All right, so here's your Storm Prediction Center Outlook map for today. This is not the system that we're getting now. Could be. It's very rare to have two systems in one day. They might have added this line. No, we are going to get a line. We're going to look at future radar. So we do have a pretty healthy looking line rolling south again today, brewing. This is fresh. Again, if you're watching and went to the GHC, it was great meeting everybody. I was hanging out with my boys at Furman. Speaking of Furman, this power outage, I know we started talking a lot about Houston, but I wanted to see the updated. So there was over 1 million without power last night. Still, oh my goodness, 700, this is unbelievable. 782,000 still without power this morning. Over 750,000 without power. And look at this. Here's a map. You can see right where that storm was, man. Right there. Montgomery County, 319. Big one is Harris County, 694,000. Actually, Montgomery County, 33,000 out. But look at that. Harris County, Houston, 694,000. That is crazy amount of people. 700,000 plus. And here's that Louisiana storm. Louisiana, 115,000 without power last night. Look, that same continued storm. So, man, crazy power outages. Just out of nowhere. I mean, hope you have your Furman generator. All right, so here's today. Tornado outlook later today. Believe it or not, probably going to have tornado watches again later this afternoon, tonight, in the Brown areas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, even into Florida and Georgia tonight, this afternoon, tonight. Again, another round, right? Tomorrow, more storms. Saturday. What's up with that? Another round. I'm going to break it all down. We'll go hour by hour here in a second. Tornado chances not zero tomorrow. No round yet, but they always start out conservatively in their colors and outlooks, so we'll have to keep an eye on this for tomorrow if we get a little patches, maybe down here in the upper Gulf Coast for Saturday. Sunday, storms start to begin back out west again. Not a lot of severe storms expected. We do have rain chances for a lot of people with this line, but so far nothing severe expected. Light green is just a random thunderstorm here and there. Organized system across middle U.S. is for Sunday. Monday, look, there we go again. And Tuesday, there we go again. This one's a little higher. We've been seeing a lot more of that this season. Not very common to get day 4, day 5. That's what this is, day 5 storm potential for Tuesday. So the large area there, all the way to the Great Lakes for Tuesday. So we'll be watching that for sure. So let's take a look at the 48-hour map. Since we got back-to-back storms. Like, what is up with that, right? Southeast, let's look right here. I think we probably only got about 30 hours in, 31 hours in. All right, so here's what we got today. Here's that little bow cluster out there in the Gulf that's coming across now. Big winds, 50, 60 mile an hour, likely there north of me, hitting through, I don't know if it's all the Big Bend area, but that whole general area. Now watch this next line of storms brew. Today's looks a little more random. Here's about noontime. There's your storms developing today, noontime. And they're going to dip some juice out of the Gulf. So here's 5 p.m. across Mobile and northern Florida tonight. 4 p.m., 5 p.m. This line's going to kind of do its thing. Same thing. We got a strong jet stream moving across. North Florida again tonight. This is 8 p.m. this evening. We'll have to keep an eye on this, man. Right smack dab over Tallahassee and Valdosta again. This is this evening. And then it kind of makes its way through Jacksonville overnight, about midnight here. We get some storms up here and rain through Carolinas, 1 a.m. tonight. Now, here's our next system. This one's interesting. So the one tomorrow, Saturday, 1 a.m. This one's going a little stronger. Here's about 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. Look at that. Still some leftovers in the Carolinas north. We got this next system of storms are expecting to be strong tomorrow. And it comes across. Look at that. You can't. Back to back. Right? Here's 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Saturday morning. There's another line. New Orleans hitting Florida tomorrow morning. Tallahassee, 9 a.m. Look at that. So, you know, have to keep an eye on it. This is going to push a little bit more north. If you notice, the SPC Outlook shows that. Here it is, SPC Outlook for tomorrow. A little bit more East Coast tomorrow. You can see these storms starting to do that throughout the day tomorrow. This is about 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12, noon, 1. It only goes about there. But see, here's tomorrow. Saturday is going to be interesting again. So we get, in, you know, all kinds of crap. Just over and over and over and over again. All right, 33 hours. We'll come back to this. Could be some random storms tomorrow, even down into Tampa Bay here. This is 3 o'clock. But the big cluster will be interesting. Now here's about 1 o'clock tomorrow, Savannah region, Charleston. So this is all brewing tomorrow. 4 a.m. on. There you go. Yeah, so another line. This is crazy. Today, tonight, tomorrow. Unbelievable. You know, we got all kinds of things. You know, you get some spin in the atmosphere. It could be, you know, spin up tornado here and there. Straight line winds are obviously the big threat no matter what. As we saw with Houston last night. You know, here's tomorrow, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. tomorrow. This little line of storms says 86, but that's what you got to watch out for, these little sneaky little lines of storms. So this will be interesting tomorrow. This is setting up. Let's go to Florida real quick and take a look at that. So in the morning, you know, here it is. I mean, that could be quick. You know, we'll see. This is 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. I mean, that's pretty feisty little line right there. This, you know, 60, 70 mile an hour. Says max gust 79. I mean, that could be pretty hefty down through Panama area. 80 mile an hour wind gusts. You know, and it kind of fizzles out a little bit. But that'll be tomorrow's little system in the morning. So tomorrow's system in the morning's mess up some Saturday plans for sure. Here's 7 a.m. So there's that. What do you think about that? Man. Smith BD says, I don't remember storms being like that. Yeah. Marva, right? North Florida. G. Dandry's making sure the generator's working in Miami. Good thinking. Dog Dad Gammon. Where did the storm come from? Well, it's just this jet stream, man, and it's this heat, and it's fueling these storms. You know, getting dusted in Jamaica over there. Let's take a look at the duck. Yeah, it's hot. It's dark in the holiday. Klopterbug, Dunedin, Lady Butterfly. Hey, listen, Dunedin, you're in Dunedin. We got a Hurricane Expo Tuesday, 21st. Check it out. So Tuesday, May 21st, Dunedin is having her, and I'm a speaker at 6. I think the thing starts at 5. Look it up. They actually have me doing a little 30-minute speaking, which is awesome. I love doing these things. So come see me, Dunedin Expo, Tuesday. What map is that, Mike? I don't know, John. Which one was that? Darn it, I wish I didn't take it off. Oh, this is it. This is a HRRR wind map. It's on Weather Models. Showing you that. All right, let's see where the dust is at. Jamaica just chimed in. I want to take a look at the current dust, since I did post the dust and the wind comment. Very, 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 it's not coming up. Very common this time of year. Very, very common this time of year. It's the dust season. But there's the dust. It's going to lighten up. It's not too bad. Not showing anything right now. Usually you get a big plume of outbreak and it pops over. But not seeing one yet. This goes out only 5 days. I think, looks like the NASA model's down. Yeah, it's not showing up. Sometimes it's offline. I don't know why it's offline. Why would it be offline? Yesterday's model? Not working. What? We do have dust, so I want to show you. This is really interesting. All right, so here's current satellite. Let me stop it. Let's go open up a static image here. So we got wildfire smoke coming up from Mexico. Here's a big zoomed in picture of it. So we got a lot of fires down in Mexico right now. And look at this. So this is all being pulled up. And this is actually smoke right here. Look at that. All this is smoke. And it's coming across the Gulf. Look at that. Crazy, huh? So that's real live satellite imagery. Garth is in Jamaica too. Let's talk about Jamaica. Yeah, we have a lot of people in Jamaica. Awesome. So this dust's going to disappear for you down in Jamaica. So that's good. But there's a lot of it coming up through the Gulf. It's reaching Texas. And I got some really good dust maps on here. Air quality map, air pollution map. You go to air quality map. Kind of shows you interactive what's going on. And let's see what it looks like. You can see a little bit down there. A couple red dots. This is because it's picking up that smoke down here. This one doesn't really do a lot of Mexico, but all right, that wasn't too good. But fire map. Let's take a look at this one. Wildfire map. This might just be U.S. Yeah, this one doesn't really show too much. They have another one here. Smoke map. This one's going to be a little bit more showing you that. Let's see. Trying to load here. Fine. All right. So this one kind of shows you the smoke. And we're actually getting some across Florida. Look at that. That's crazy. All right, but here's this whole area right here. Obviously. It's coming up. Some of it's flying over to Florida, actually. So, hey, if it looks hazy later today, it's all from this wildfires down in Mexico. They have some up in Canada, too. We were getting some down there yesterday, or last week, a couple days ago. But it's not coming down there a little bit. We do have some, though. A little bit of that's coming down in northern parts. So we are getting some fires from Canada that are actually poking down into northern part of the country there from Canada. So we got smoke from Canada. We got smoke from Mexico. What's up with that? All right, Jamaica weather real quick. Let's look at this. We'll go to tropicaltidbits.com. Tropics are very, very, very... Now, the Pacific, yes, there's a couple spots over there. But let's look at the moisture real quick on the Euro. And just give you an idea where everything's setting up. And a little bit of that's going to get down south. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Jamaica, you might get some rain. This is what? Tuesday. Tomorrow. No, today's Friday. I keep thinking it's Monday. Monday, Tuesday next week, this blob that's coming through Florida is going to get a little push south. Look at this. Oh, a little rain. This is rain. Get a little down in Bermuda, too. This is on Tuesday morning. So you might have a good little decent shot from rain there. A little bit Monday, but mainly Tuesday and Wednesday. Big rain. Nothing down in Belize. Belize is quiet for the next 10 days. There. Got some New England rains. All right, let's look at some flooding maps real quick, too. We had some big floods going on. Here's today. Wow, we got a moderate chance of rainfall, flooding rains today in the red. That's today. Tomorrow, a little bit. Saturday. So, a lot of rain. Falling. Here's your 24-hour. Here's 5-day rainfall forecast. Let's go to 3-day rains. Here's 3-day rains. Here's rainfall through Monday morning. So nothing out west. Rainfall through the weekend. But yeah. What about that? Good morning, Loretta Reed. How's it going? Hot in Miami. Yes, I got a heat index thing here too, if you're curious. This is temperature right here. Current heat index liters. Right now, it was 103 this morning. Key West heat index. Parts of Texas had 114 yesterday. So it's a battle between Key West and Texas. Here's Fort Lauderdale, 105 on 514. I could vouch for that, man. It was hot. We were down in West Palm Beach. Titusville was leading the country. This is like a NASCAR scoreboard right here. This is like the winners and losers. Titusville was leading the nation in heat index. Naples was leading the nation on 515. That's where I was, West Palm Beach. 515, I was there. Hey, and look at that. It was about noontime. 107-degree heat index on Wednesday. So yeah, it's hot. Humidity's hot. Let's go back to HRR and see if we got any new model data here coming up. Show you the rest of that storm system through the next 2 days. And it goes out to 41 hours. Here's so time frame again. This is due today. Here's today. Here's 1 o'clock. There's our storms developing. So these are the ones going to be watched today. That's why we have a brown area in SPC. So pretty much throughout the day today, there's going to be some random storms here popping up. Go back to the SPC storm map. I always go here. You can click on Tornado Outlook. This is your 5%. Usually 5% means the tornado watch is going to be popping up later today. Here it is, tornado right there. So this general area today could see a tornado watch pop up. A tornado watch. This means the conditions are there, possible. So here you go. This is that same general region today. You can just kind of see these random storms popping throughout the day today. Could see some sneaky storms across Florida Panhandle this evening. There's 6, 7, 8 o'clock right here. Boom, 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 boom. And then the next round tomorrow morning. This is 2 a.m. tonight. So, wow, right? Another round of storms popping. Could make its way through New Orleans at 4 a.m. And we'll keep an eye on this one. This is that one that had that really sneaky line of possible winds here. You know, these derecho-like events are no joke. That's what hit Houston just last night with 100-mile-an-hour winds. Sydney from Norfolk. What's up, Mr. Chris? Katie saw 2 baby dolphins. Oh, my God. I love baby dolphins. I'm hot stuff, Mr. James. Went back to our... Oh, man. Emily's team was out of it. We had a good run. I drove back to Windermere and... Hey. It was a 1-run game for 5 innings. But it's over. Adam, yeah, great question. Adam over on YouTube wants to know where to find the link for water temp map. So, top left, right here. So click on this one right here. Satellite anomaly map, NOAA. So we click on that. We look at water anomalies right now. This is water anomalies compared to 30 years averages. This is what everybody's buzzing about. Water temperatures remaining incredibly hot. Remember we keep talking about that chart of normal and where we're at now? Well, it's still parallel, meaning that the water temps haven't come down to averages yet. They're still above average. Very warm. A lot of hype about the Eastern Atlantic, though, but honestly, I tell people, really, this time of year, we don't really see anything out there. You get a lot of Saharan air layer. We get these outbreaks as the dust. It helps cool the waters a little bit. Acts like a little blanket. Also, when you get a lot of dust, that means you have a lot of wind. The wind uprises cooler water. So early season stuff, and that water pops back quick. It's that ocean heat content you really look at underneath the surface. But, generally speaking, obviously, this is still above normal. And if you want to compare the dates again, Adam H., the little slider bar down here, and you can go back to October 18 and kind of give you an idea where the anomaly. Now, anomalies, then you can go up here to I and hit sea surface temperatures instead if you want to do that, and go down a little gear and hit US and show data, and you can kind of run your little finger over there. So right now, is this 905? Wow, man, look at that water. It's already 85 degrees. Jeez. Yeah, it's hot. Look at that. Already 85 degrees. There's 86. 87.5. Jeez. That's hot. Let's see what old Clearwater Beach has been up to. Take a couple of days off. I want to see how hot Clearwater Beach. When I left, it was 86.9. Peaked out. Let's see what it is. What did he get to this week? Let's see here. All right. Here we go. What did it get to yesterday? 86.4. All right. So it's kind of hanging at 86. Pressure high. No fish are biting right now, and the pressure's high. Well, they might be now with that line coming in. Look at water level. That's weird. What does this mean? Water levels, predictions. Water levels have been above normal. That's weird. All right. Let's look at Key West. I always look down here at vacay the Keys, kind of see where they're at, because obviously they're going to be hotter than us. And it's hot down in the Keys, so let's take a look at that. Here's vacay Key, and let's see what the water temperature was down there. And it, oh my God, it's 89.6. Woo, we might hit 90 today. It didn't drop down as much as the night before. So it could go all the way. So it's 89.6 down in the Keys. Water temperature yesterday. Woo. Deborah wants to know my prediction of hurricanes hitting southeast Florida. That's bold prediction. I try to stay out of that. Sorry. But other people predict a busy season. For sure. So, let's chit-chat a little bit. So, again, Tuesday I'll be hanging out at Hurricane Expo here. I think it starts at 5. There's a lot of great vendors. One of the vendors is our local direct remodels. John and Dan, good friends of mine. They're going to be set up right next to me because they work our whole middle part of our state. And if you don't want to have what happened to Houston, 200-mile-an-hour wind impact windows are the way to go. Hurricane season is upon us. Thanks to all the MWPs that have reached out, though. They've done a few houses already now. 40% off. You do your shopping. You do your homework. You'll find out there's no one better. So, big supporters of our page. But if you want to see them in person, they'll be hanging out next to me next Tuesday at the Dunedin Hurricane Expo. And talk about throwing that plywood away for good and getting some new windows. Current radar, that thing just missed us. This thing racing through the state, just crossed Interstate 75. Here's another radar. We can look at it. That thing is moving on out fast. I wonder if it make the other coast. Looks like it might make the other coast. Here's the radar map. Let's go to Florida. Where the hell is my radar map at? I can't even remember half the stuff on here. All right, Florida radar. All right. Oh, look at that sucker, man. That thing is coming in hot. Man, there's some storms out in front of it, man. It's going to be hitting Orlando. It's right on Orlando's doorstep right now in Lakeland. It ain't slowing down. That's a pretty hefty little surge of storm action there. It definitely had a little bit of spin to it. That bow there coming around, pulling up some Gulf fuel. Very little discussion of that thing hanging together, but it did. We got severe thunderstorm warnings this morning popped up there across the coast. So not expected 100%. That's for sure. Of course, long range map here, a hazardous heat 519. That would be over the weekend for the south. Continuing to have high heat index values in the lower half of Florida this weekend. It's Sunday. Hazardous heat across South Texas. There's your severe weather setting up for next week. Heavy rain and storms expected there. Into early part of the week, so we'll be watching for that. Again, tropics are very quiet. Pacific still has a couple spots. If you're into that, we got 2 little spots. Remember, Pacific has a different set of names than the Atlantic. It's hurricane season out there. It's hurricane season here. They don't use the same names. So they have a whole different set of names. But anyway, most of these go off Never Never Land, early season stuff. So it could bring some rain into Mexico, though, whatever they are. But we're not going to talk about them too much. I stick to the Atlantic side primarily. But there's that. Water temps we went over. Storms upcoming we went over. Storm Prediction Center we went over. Temperatures we know it's hot. There's no point in talking about that anymore. It's summer. Yeah. So the big question is going to be how hot this water maintains as we get close to season. Not unsurprising to get an early season system. You can see where, most of them get going in June. Leftover frontal lines. Sometimes we get some crossover energy from the Pacific. Sometimes leftover frontal lines. This is the general area. Most of the time they're very, very, very weak. Just tropical storms could produce a lot of water, though. A lot of flooding. We've seen that over the years. So don't ever say it's only just tropical storm or subtropical storm or Cat 1. Because they can do a tremendous amount of damage too. So, but hey, Brian got an inch of rain in Crystal River. How about that? Yo, hell, what's up, buddy? Travel ball, James. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. Should be doing it. Bobby, what's up, Bobby? Yeah, you're right. I do not think anybody expected that to be that strong. Nobody really expected EF2s in Tallahassee last Friday either. So the weather event across this whole southern jet thing has just been incredible. We got a very strong pattern here. And it's definitely been tricky to forecast. Here's your 500 millibar winds. You can just see that winds whipping up across the country there. Just kind of fueling these things. It's kind of reverse pattern, and when you get, this season here, well, now we got this season here. It's like kind of the same idea. You get a lot of conflicting winds from the south, and you get some straight lines of winds, but that jet stream has just been rocking. Here's a jet stream. Look at that thing. So that's been helping fuel this instability across really, heck, everybody right here, man. It's just been, that's been the zone. I do have a new link a couple days ago I posted on here. I'll probably never find it again. I got so many damn links on here. It was Data Viewer. Here it is. NWS Data Viewer. That's not it. Plot past storm data. There you go. That's what it is. So we can go back to, let's say, January 1st, I guess. I don't know. All right. January 1st. Let's do severe thunderstorm warning. That's good. I think that's all I got to click. Nope. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. So here's your severe thunderstorm warnings. It's pretty cool. From January 1st. Different regions. So, if you're living in northern Florida, Tallahassee, Panama area, there's been 113 severe thunderstorm warnings since the first of the year. Now look, where I'm at, we've had 27. So you've had over 4 times as many severe thunderstorm warnings as we have in Tampa. And in Jacksonville area, South Georgia area, 125 severe thunderstorm warnings. If you want to go, there's no weather, man. Look at Washington, man. There hasn't been one. Tornado warnings. Let's look at that. Tornado warnings. Warnings is when they detect one. Whether or not they confirm or not, it's a different story. But since January 1st, here we go. 64. We've had 10 in my area since January 1st. 10, 11, 64. We had 6 times as many tornado warnings as we have across southern, middle Florida, northern Florida. 64. And look, it's 15 just off to your west. It just shows you this power or the flow that we've had in coming from that Gulf, just producing these things. And that's only to January 1st. That's actually the second largest area since the first of the year. Ohio is the third most active area since January 1st. Let's go back to December 1st, because let's say that's the end of hurricane season. We'll go December 1st, because I know we had some in December. We'll do it again. See what it looks like. So, that's nuts, right? Valerie Gomez, what's up? Hey, Celeste, appreciate it. Yeah, I know. We were following your storms. All right, so here's tornado warning since the end of hurricane season. Look who's second. Look who's third. Ohio still, but look at the Jacksonville region, 52. Tornado warnings. So the upper Gulf, El Nino winter played out. Remember they talked about this El Nino winter, this area? Definitely, that forecast was spot on. El Nino winter, upper Gulf, upper Eastern Gulf, tornado warnings. What other things can we look at? Let's look at dense fog, snow squall, winter storm. We ain't gonna get any of those. Coastal flood. This would be interesting. This is a coastal flood warning, because we've been having a lot of odd storms across the Gulf, even some on the East Coast, with winds pushing in floods. Not that many. Look it up north, though. Coastal flood up that way. That was about normal, I guess. Not that many coastal flood warnings. Well, warnings is pretty serious. But I thought there'd be a little bit more. I didn't expect that many up northeast. We had a lot of nor'easter style setups over the winter that put in, obviously, a lot more than I thought. I didn't think the northeast, honestly, had that many coastal flood warnings. That's a lot. A lot more than I thought. All right, let's see one more thing here we can look at. Let's see. Let's do extreme wind warning, maybe? No, that's kind of the same thing. How about fog? Dense fog. Let's see what fog looks like. Let's see how many fog warnings we had. Muggy winter means a lot of fog. We had none. Oh, come on. We've had, well, maybe no dense fog. That was a bust. We just have fog. Air stagnation. Freezing fog. I remember seeing those. Tropical storm warnings. Let's do freezing fog. I know we had a couple of those, because we talked about it. More in the south. No, there's none. I don't think that's being updated right. Either that or I'm wrong. All right, so we'll wander down. Weather-wise, lots of more action to come. There's going to be multiple rounds. Pay attention. We're going to see possible tornado watches later tonight, this afternoon tonight, across the upper Gulf Coast. This is going to spread out tomorrow. So this is all a new round of storms today. Tornado, like I said, 5%. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida there. Brown could see a watch later this afternoon, later tonight. They're talking about it through tonight. Tomorrow, more storms across the southeast tomorrow. Rain chances on Sunday. Let's look at this one more time. We got high rain chances here at home on Sunday. Let's fast forward to how far out can we go? Here's Sunday morning. Just a skinny line. 8 in the morning. Might not be, even though the rain chances are high, we're not seeing a lot of coverage. In fact, you look at daily rainfall totals here on the QPF pages. So rainfall totals today obviously are strong up there in the upper Gulf Coast. Let's take a look at that. Day 1 rains, heavy rains. Here is Saturday rains. That's that secondary line. BOGO. Storm number 2. Here's Sunday. A couple areas concentrated, I guess. Then there's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So, I don't know. I guess the big tricky thing in the forecast would be tomorrow morning. We'll keep an eye on this new line of storms coming tomorrow. And the HRR is showing it could be pretty strong winds here tomorrow morning. Right there. So if this verifies, it's 3 a.m. across lower Louisiana tonight. So we can start to see some big winds this tonight, 2 a.m. here, lower Louisiana. And there you go. New Orleans about 4 in the morning. And there's that line setting up. There's 6 in the morning. This is tomorrow. Could get strong again, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Those are, strong straight line winds. So I guess that would be definitely a pattern to watch for. And see some consistency on that. 6Z yesterday showed it. Not as severe, but this is Saturday 4 p.m. This is the 6Z run just a little bit ago. It's actually showed that line making it through Tampa tomorrow with our line Sunday. So yeah, it's tomorrow morning. That's here's 6Z on the overnight. HRR actually shows a little more line there. 3 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday. So it'll be interesting. This is overnight. This is 8 in the morning tomorrow. This is 8 in the morning tomorrow. So that's what we're watching. JD, yeah, Jacksonville definitely going to get some action later today. Not much. I mean, here's this afternoon. So we have a new batch of storms today forming. This is not what you're looking at now. So whatever you see right now is not what the Storm Prediction Center is talking about. So this big blob right here that went through Texas, Louisiana overnight, this is going to be gone, and there's a new round coming. So later today we can see some storms here, Jacksonville. This is this evening, about 8, 9, 10 o'clock. There you go. And then tomorrow, that same round might make it to Jacksonville more like noon time. So we have about a 12-hour, almost 12-hour difference. Here's around 11 o'clock tonight, and then about 11 o'clock tomorrow. So about 12 hours apart, you might get something in Jacksonville. What's up, Aaron Cordale? Hey, Deborah. Yeah, well, the sudden warnings for 80-mile-an-hour winds, usually they can detect that off a radar scope. Radar scope's got a good velocity measure close range. It's a little harder far range, but like currently, Tampa radar, to our north, kind of hard to see right now, but let me send me a video. Who's this? Oh. Usually when you look at models with the blues or the greens and the reds, you'll be able to. And there was one that was blue yesterday, which was 100 plus mile an hour around Houston. And it just shows you the bounce back to get an idea of wind velocities. And I have a really good video on my page put out by the National Weather Service on radar. If you want to learn more, right there, radar. It's about an hour long. And it goes into great detail how to read radar, how to see hail signatures, see tornado debris, all that stuff. So there's that. But hey, man, weather in a nutshell. Zuli wants to know about Sarasota. Not much today, but definitely tomorrow there's going to be off and on rains. Here's about 3, 4 p.m. tomorrow. I don't think we're going to have much today. Maybe this line that we're seeing now, but once that passes. But tomorrow, this is about 3 or 4 o'clock, so maybe tomorrow. And then Sunday, there's another batch brewing about in the morning. There's 8 a.m. So yeah, Sarasota's got a decent little chance of something popping later this afternoon, or tomorrow afternoon, Saturday. That's tomorrow afternoon. Valerie Gomez got hail. Where you at? You're welcome, Carol. Wake low, Katie. Yes. Oh, the backside. Yes. Yep. The backside winds on a big thunderstorm or the wake lows. And they are shown a lot of times on radar scope too. But yeah, sometimes once these storm lines pass, you get stronger winds coming in on the backside. So yes, in the wake, sick of a boat. Mary Hernandez says, "Have a good weekend." Well, you too. Andrew's in the Bahamas. Oh, beautiful. I don't think any of this will make it down that far south. Like I said, Bermuda might get a little bit on Tuesday. Let's see here. Let's see what old Bahamas are doing. I don't think they're going to get any of this stuff. What's new? Hey, we got new stuff. Okay, now how do I get rid of that? All right. High pressure helping you out. Maybe Saturdays now. Yeah, Sunday maybe. Here's a Sunday blob. So yeah, this is why we have such high rain chances on Sunday. This Sunday night. And it's actually a frontal line, which can sometimes lead to tropical. Here's Sunday. There's that front line. It does get a little push through Sunday surface chart. Sunday could be a little bit of weather down that way. Sunday into Monday. So yeah, watch that front line that's coming through. I know the next couple of days look really nice. Yeah, see here's GFS later Sunday. A lot of chatter about the MJO. We're going to be going through a phase here towards the first part of June that could support some sort of tropical development. Nothing really showing up on models. There was a little bit of action off the East Coast popping, but it didn't ever look like it was going to do anything. The Pacific's still showing the most activity right now. So no biggie there. I mean, long range looking, like I said, I got this new link up here, number 10. And you can look at weekly outlooks. We were looking at a little bit of color. There's still some. This is June. This is June 3rd through the 10th. I mean, that's a long way away, but anyway, there's a lot of people talking about it, but there's nothing really showing up. Tropical storm, maybe. Like I said, historically, this is where they form. They usually go 99% of the time, they go northeast. So it's right between the Bermuda and U.S. is where they normally start. Old frontal lines. So anyway, play with that link, number 10. It's different. Just, something to play with. Houston in the clear, yes, for now. There might be some sneaky stuff popping. Let's take a look. I don't think so. I think you're pretty good. All this stuff, tonight, let's take a look. I think Houston might have another little tonight. Here's 3, 4 p.m. tonight. So there could be, our next batch starting to get going. So yeah, there's going to be an outside chance through this afternoon and tonight that Houston can get a little bit more, but nothing like we just saw. But yeah, Houston gets some rain tonight, Friday night, and it looks like there could be a batch trying to come up off the coast around midnight as this big line gets brewing tomorrow. Let's see what the HRR showed. Wednesday. What are we doing here? Wednesday. Yes, yesterday. All right, so let's go to 1601. I think it predicted it pretty good. You can see that system pop yesterday. In the modeling, that is. So this was the storm system yesterday. This is this modeling from the HRR. So it's, for example, 14 hours out, this is what the HRR was showing. So about 12 hours out, it was showing this potential with something popping here, this area of high winds. So good job to the HRR for that. So yeah, I kind of predicted it. Just passed there, so 1619. Some of the models, not all of them. But it was showing, 5, 6 o'clock. It at least showed there was something happening yesterday. So Agua, no, these are not your typical sea breeze. These are jet stream fueled from strong winds coming in off the Gulf, and very odd. I mean, talking to locals, it's very odd. Nobody can remember that many, and it's all that El Nino transition to La Nina. So yeah, you can look at the tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings. That upper Gulf area has been getting the second most. So yeah, Katie, you're not. I just learned about it too the other day, so I'll be honest with you. Hey, guess who's graduating tomorrow? Emily. This sign is more for me, not for her. Oh God, it'll be a sad day tomorrow. Man, I don't know how many kids have, how many of y'all have kids that graduated, but it's our first, and God, I just thought back to first day of school, dressing, preschool, not wanting to go, us having to sneak out of the room. Oh God, man, coming home, and she used to bring home all her stuff from elementary school, and we used to sit on the couch, and she'd show me every day, and I usually would fall asleep because I'd take my 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock nap. Those are great memories, man. What's up, Katie? Yeah. Shelly, I know, right? You've known her a long time. But yeah, it'll be a little hard. But so anyway, once again, we were at GHC yesterday. Met so many people. I was so surprised all the different social media platforms people watch this from. So we are definitely branching out to all kinds of areas now. YouTube, TikTok, X, big time, Facebook. So it was great meeting everybody for sure, and big thanks to my buddies Greg and Miss Jason there. But Brandon, we hung out, had a great booth there with Furman, and met a lot of folks. So it was a great 2 days, and we're ready for the season. So any more questions? Last call here. Amanda. Yep. Yeah, Lisa, right? Susan, what's up? Yeah, I'll tell them. They do grow up fast. What's up, Harold? But yeah, so if you're curious about these storms from yesterday, definitely do some homework. You will not believe the videos. Those power line towers twisted like I've never seen. They were all just fell right over, man. Twisted metal. It's going to be a long recovery for some folks because said there's over a million still without power between Louisiana and Texas right now. Crazy. So here we go. All right, we'll be live Monday next week. Remember, if you're ever curious when I'm live again, always go to the website, Mike's Weather page, spaghettimodels.com, and it's right there when we're live again. Next Daily Brew will now say Monday. If you are a Brew Crew member, make sure our new chat, you've got your email checked out. We're trying to transition everybody to that. And I have an event set up there that you'll get an event alert 30 minutes before. Keep up that way too. So there we go. Thanks so much. And big week coming up for me next week. Monday, I'm doing some stuff with Coastal Claims. Good friends of mine, big sponsors of our NASCAR, and they're over there New Smyrna Beach area, but they're heading over this way. We're going to do some little clips on hurricanes. So that'll be fun coming up. Tuesday's our Hurricane Expo. Got an interesting phone call Tuesday with my buddy James Van Fleet. Might be getting a exclusive opportunity to have a weather model access for this season for us, which is huge. And then next week we head to the Gulf Coast Jam. We'll be doing some lives from the stage up there. And then following Wednesday I head out with Tammy, OSR. We're doing a big hurricane convention in Oklahoma. Tuesday, June 11th, I'm heading down to Fort Myers. Got a big couple days planned down there, hanging out with my Tampa Bay Brewing Company crew, Major. We'll be having a special dinner down there, but also we're going to be driving around and talking to locals and seeing, some recovery and talking to some folks that I've met a few times since Hurricane Ian. So looking forward to head down to Hurricane Ian country on June 11th, especially with my boys from TVBC. I'll be sharing that here, the event for that. So if any locals live down that way, you can come hang out with us. Have a brew or two. And I'll let you know on that, Shelly. I think I'm doing my live that Tuesday, and I don't think we're going to be live Wednesday. I think I come home Wednesday. I can't remember. We're only going to miss one daily brew that week. All right. Have a great week, everybody. We're going to keep live on our Brew Crew chat, and then we're going to sign off. See you on Monday. Go Rays, playing the Blue Jays. They can't play at home because that's where we're graduating. See ya.